Hey everybody, it's Daniel from Walker.
And I'm Tom.
Hey Tom, it's so great to be together again, right?
Oh man, Daniel, it sure is.
Yeah, and before we dive into this episode, we thought we'd give you an update on our plan for these videos moving forward.
That's right. We're committing to highlighting all the great stories of all the great things that you guys are doing out there. So that's our plan.
Right. And since now so many of us are now safely returning back to our routines, it means that Walker Talk Video Edition is going to be shifting to a monthly release. But that just means we have to pack way more into each of these episodes.
Totally, we're going to have to. And even though we're only releasing every once a month, that does not mean that all the great stories and the amazing submissions have slowed down.
No, as a matter of fact, we have 2 amazing conversations and tons of submissions that we're going to be putting in this episode.
Yeah, that's right. So you don't want to miss any of this. Stick around and we'll see you on the other side.
Well, Tom, it never gets old saying this, but we have some amazing Walker fans doing amazing work out there.
You know, so true, Daniel. It's been great to see all the amazing pictures and everything that people have been sending in. It feels like we have more than our fair share of amazing fans and Walker operators out there.
Right. You know, Walker's way more than the mowers we make or the seasonal attachments that we design. It really is about the people who use them to open up new opportunities and to care for our communities.
Yeah, and the Walker family of customers and operators that are out there.
Right, which actually leads perfectly into our first call this week. So, Tom, should we do it? You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. There are a ton of people out there who have like really great fan pages about Walker. Maybe they have a YouTube channel or they do various postings and they're just fan fanatics and they're doing great work. But there are 3 people that we really want to talk to today. They're ones who they've created their own fan pages.
So these aren't Walker pages like from Walker Manufacturing, right?
Right. No, these guys have made their own fan pages and they've developed quite a following, and they kind of see a ton of the interaction that we reference a lot, because that's where these people are kind of gathering and posting. And so we want to actually talk to them, kind of hear what they're seeing and what they love about their fan pages.
Yeah, I'd say let's do it. Let's bring them in.
So we're going to get them on. Hey, it's Daniel from Walker.
And I'm Tom.
Good to see you. Why don't each of you take a turn and introduce yourself, kind of talk about your fan page, and then we'll kind of go from there. Why don't we start with Jeremy, and then we'll go Chris, and then BJ.
I'm Jeremy Nichols. We have the official Walker Mower Forum. We've got, I just checked, 1,751 members of the most enthusiastic Walker mower lovers and operators and dealers and distributors.
That's
nice. Great. And Jeremy, real quick, but when you're not managing the official Walker Mower Forum, what do you do?
I own and operate Diversified Lawn Services in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, with my wife and kids, and then our 4 great employees.
So, Chris, let's move on to you. Would mind sharing the same thing? What forum is it that you have?
It's the Walker Mower Forum, created back in October 1st of 2013. We currently have 4,463 members, going strong.
Wow.
That's so cool.
That is so cool. Chris, can you tell me real quick, I mean, you started it back in 2013. What was kind of the purpose in starting the forum?
Well, at first it was for some of my own local customers. I'm a manager at Morgan Perricon in Halifax, and I've been there for 20 years. So it was a place for them to go just to talk to other Walker owners for how-to and advice, basically, is what I started it for. Just feedback, people talking to each other and learning from each other is kind of what got me to start it.
Perfect.
That's awesome. That's cool. Good.
Now, BJ, let's head over to you.
So, I joined the Walker Mower Forum, but it made a lot of friends, and I decided to start the Mafia back in 2015 as kind of a place where it could be a little bit more casual. And it originally started out as about 20 of my closest friends that run Walkers, and it grew from there, and I think there's about 7 members now. I like seeing other people like me that push these mowers beyond what people think a Walker can do. Like my mowers have all-terrain tires. I like seeing the hillside. I like seeing the guys taking the side discharge deck and mowing the foot tall grass, because that's not generally something Walker's associated with, but we all know they excel at. And that's the cool thing about it, because it gives you a greater experience of ownership with the mowers, that
Right.
you have all this wide-ranging information you can pull.
Yeah.
And all the different people that own all the different machines and cut in all the different conditions.
Yeah.
Really cool.
That's awesome. BJ, I think I know where you are. Show us where you're sitting. On your trailer. Nice.
Yeah, I would never be caught sitting on a bee. Oh, never mind.
So when you're not managing the Walker Mafia, you're running a lawn care business too, is that right?
Yep. I started Riverbend Landscape in 2009. I'm more of a solo operation. I figured out how to provide for my family and make the income I want to make, but nothing but me and my 2 model bees. Last year was the mulch decks to me is one of the greatest kept secrets of Walker, and downsizing to a half-ton truck and running nothing but a DM42-2 and a DM48, and then mixing a 56 SD in there and a 42 SD in a little bit. I can do anything I want with these 2 machines any time of the year and get a phenomenal result with it.
That's cool. Hey guys, we'd love to go around the horn again, maybe starting back with Jeremy. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you've been seeing on the individual forum that you manage, and just kind of talk to us about the interactions you see, the fan base, and just kind of cool stories that you're seeing on your pages.
The guys that own and operate walkers are a unique group of people. It's a different breed of people. It's for the most part, the cream of the crop as far as I'm concerned. And I don't know how many members like BJ or myself or Tyler or Dwayne that we've got to know people via the phone because they have a problem. And that's kind of what we like to see that's a little bit different for our forum, is that it's not so much about the machine, but it's about the person. Being able to just build that bond. And it's crazy to me that all of this is over it's all over a yellow machine that literally changes people's lives. And I know that Bob and Ryan, and they know this, they see it and they understand that it's just that family bond that, the Walker mower brings us all together. Until you get to interact with all these different people and to see the joy and the smile when, somebody buys their first one, whether it's new or used or whatever, and they get to use it, and to see the videos of people's first times with struts, it literally, it's emotional. That's really what drives us.
What's neat about that, Jeremy, is that you said some things that the Walkers talk about, especially Bob Walker, about multiplied opportunities. So the fact that this one lawnmower, right, can help multiply opportunities for many people, and we're seeing that it's even bigger than what we think, right? So it's nice to be a part of something that's bigger than us. So that's awesome.
It's not a lawnmower. I think all the time about what Jared Spooner said about if Walker Manufacturing ceased to exist, that I probably would never mow yards. I couldn't imagine mowing grass and not being able to use a walker.
I agree with that.
That's a huge
awesome.
compliment.
Well, Chris, let's come to you. Let's ask you, since you come from the dealer perspective, what is it that you're seeing on your forum?
Well, like I said, when I originally started the forum, it was mainly how-to advice and stuff like that. So if you're on the job, you have a question, Facebook, is right there. You can ask a question, get an instant response from anyone all over the world. So I thought that was, the main reason, but it grew into so much more. Not just the Walker thing; it's a business tool. People talk about different. What should I charge for mowing, or what should I charge for this size property, or aerate, to aerate this property. So employee problems. So they get beyond just talking about the Walker. It's the business advice as well.
Well, BJ, let's go to you. I got to ask, first of all, where'd that name come from? Why Walker Mafia? What's with that?
Well, when I started the Mafia, the reason I chose that name is because I wanted to represent the hardest core of the hardest core Walker guys. The guys that don't, they don't buy a Walker. Oh, look, Walker makes it the best, makes it the collection machine, so that's when I buy it. People buy the Walker because they know that it's a multi-purpose tool that you can do different things with. And, you know, the people who own more than one of them, and the people that, even the people like me, that's all they run.
Right.
And I wanted to kind of get all those guys together, the closest group, and the Mafia was, you know, I was tossing names around, and that was the one that kind of got picked.
That's cool.
You know, like Jeremy was talking about, I mean, it wasn't just him. I mean, I've made lifelong friends with people like Jeremy and Justin Baxley and people, and Gary McLaughlin, you know, that when I almost died, they stepped in to help me because we have that bond because of the Yellow Machine. You know, it's way bigger than you guys out in Fort Collins could ever imagine. I would love to come out there and stand in front of everybody in that plant. And no matter what they do, you know, whether they're a technical writer or, you know, it's Bruce or it's a guy putting together the hopper for the GHS, and tell them, listen, you know, you just don't build a machine. You build a tool that changes lives. That you know, and the forums are just a huge tool to make the ownership experience just awesome.
And that's what we want. I know all three of us want from each one of our forums is to be able to create better operators and to make sure that everybody has the information they need, you know. And we might be as crazy as BJ as far as tweaking everything or, you know, different blade ideas and that's great that people are out there that do that, you know. I would just go by the OM8, you know, whatever Walker says to do, that's what we'll do. That's fine with me.
I use you guys as my sales tool. Jeremy, BJ, you guys are my sales tool. You know, someone comes in looking for a walker, wants to talk to me. You know, I'm a salesperson, so right off the bat, you know, they'll trust you. So I use a forum. I said, you know, all right, you know, so take it from the user itself. You know, join the Walker forum, and you know, ask the people who are using it. So it's you guys. You know.
And that's great you say that, Chris, because I've always said, I tell Paul Smith, my Walker dealer, who is just wonderful, and Doug, our distributor, Hartzler is great too. But you know, I tell him all the time, like, I don't know how you sell any other lawnmower, because when people walk in the door and it's a Model B or a Model T or whatever it is, it's more than just a collection mower or a lawnmower. It's a 36-inch to 74-inch mower. You know, you buy a stand-on or you buy a lap bar or whatever BJ wants to call them, you know, red Ferrises, whatever. I mean, it's just one mower, and the Walker is so much more than that. You know, we have a dozer blade, and I bought an aerator attachment from Jared Spooner, and I built a sprayer, and I would rather spray with my Model B than I would ever rather spray with anything else. And there's an efficiency, and and I think that's the thing, that once you get people on one, they'll never turn around.
Or Jeremy, or do like I did the other day. I called out there and I said, hey, I want to tell somebody how much I love my Walker and how great I think my machine is. And the receptionist said, here, let me put you through to somebody who would just love to hear that. And it was Bob. Talking to Bob, I mean, you know, the whole, it's the family behind the machines. I mean, there's not a better, more genuine set of people with a set of values that they drive all the way down to the dealers. Mm-hmm. You know, it's the confidence of owning a Walker, knowing that, you know, that there's a whole layer upon layer of people that are there for you, no matter how new or old it is, to get you back mowing, you know, to make sure you're happy. You save money. You know, you can buy a T and a B and a few decks, and you can literally do anything you want.
Yep.
If it's too big for that, they make the H.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. Hey, Tom said it well, but I think, you know, one thing that we would just remind you all and just thank you for is, you know, the thing that keeps us passionate, the thing that keeps us going, like driven to just continue to make the best mower we can, is the stories that we hear from you guys of the lives changed. You know, we've said it, this little yellow mower, it blesses so many of us, and it just makes us happy. And it's really cool that this mower can like draw and make family and community around it. So, you know, it's through your pages that we really get to see a lot of these stories. So we're just really grateful to y'all. We see what you're doing and we read those stories, and it's amazing. We thank you for it.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
One last thing, I'd like to have each one of you, if you can, what's something one last thing you'd like to say to the Walker fans that are out there? So Jeremy, we'll start with you.
Just thank you. I mean, for being the best group of people that anybody could ever ask to be associated with. You guys have created the forums that we have. You've created the atmosphere that we have. And just know that any of us are here. Anytime you ever need anything, whether it's about the yellow mower or it's something else, that's what makes Walker mower operators and dealers and distributors and Walker manufacturing different, is that it isn't like anything else. You've given us the opportunity to share with you, and you share with us, and that's something that isn't taken for granted or lightly at all.
Not at all.
Good. Chris, go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, to recap, it's pretty much exactly the same what Jeremy's been saying. I mean, great group of people. The owners of Walkers are truly a class of their own. They definitely, as everyone's been saying, it's definitely a family.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
BJ, give your shout out. What you got?
Well, it's just a wonderful, wonderful, awesome group of people that I'm so proud to be part of. We're here for you. Don't hesitate to text me, message me. Keep doing it. If you want to know it, we'll get you. If we don't know it, we'll send you to somebody who does.
That's awesome. That's
so cool.
awesome. Thanks so much. That's great. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's so great to talk to you. And again, we appreciate all that you guys are doing.
Yeah.
So keep it up, all right?
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks
All
for
right,
the time.
guys.
Good to see you guys.
Bye, Tom. Bye, Daniel. Bye, Tim.
That was so fun, Daniel. These guys not only work hard at the businesses they do, but also doing the online thing too.
Right. If you love what you do, you never have to work a day in your life. Sounds exactly what these guys are doing.
Very true, Daniel. Very true. That's what I love about our community. There's a passion in the work that they do. They take pride in taking care of their customers and their properties. And that's inspiring.
Right. So why don't we show some of these off? You ready?
Ready.
Well, first we head over to Chris Miller in Akron, Ohio. Check out this amazing shot he posted on the official Walker Mower forum on Facebook. Blue skies, green grass, and stripes for days. This place looks amazing. Thanks for the submission, Chris.
That's awesome, Daniel. I love this time of year. The green grass, the clear skies, they make these stripes pop. So check out these stripes that were submitted by Larry Tilton from East Wakefield, New Hampshire. Larry is the foreman for Blue Ridge Landscaping, and this property they care for is looking pristine.
Nice work, Larry. But landscapers aren't the only one getting in on the act. This story comes to us from Bridget Lundergan in Massachusetts. Bridget fell in love with mowing with the Walker mower when she went to Gordon College. She was on the grounds crew there. She says this: "The best part of my day was going to work because most likely I was mowing. I always loved using the walker to make the beautiful campus shine. This is one of my favorite shots of my work on campus my last summer there." Bridget is now an elementary school teacher teaching music, but she has a summer gig mowing lawns. Thanks for sharing your story, Bridget. Keep up the great work.
I love it. Hey, check this out from Elias Null in Myerstown, Pennsylvania. Boy, some people can't get enough of their Walker mower. Elias says this: "I was a landscaper and absolutely loved the Walker mowers. In fact, I loved them so much when a sales position came up at my local dealer, Ebling Service Plus, I quit lawn mowing and went to work for them. Now, I love my job selling and demoing Walker mowers. And obviously, Elias still loves nailing some killer Walker stripes. Thanks, Elias, and tell everyone at Ebling Service that we say hi."
Awesome. Here's another shot from Ever Escamilla in Rockford, Illinois. Ever posted on the Walker Mower forum over at Facebook. "It's one thing to lay down straight stripes, but can you keep them straight for miles?" Nice work, Ever.
So cool. And finally, we have a shot submitted to us on Facebook by Marc Lariviere in Northampton, New Hampshire. Marc works with his dad, and they've been in business for 30 years. Hey, if they can make their places look like this, no wonder why they've been successful. Great work, Marc, and please send your dad our greetings.
Hey, thanks so much to everyone who submitted a photo, a video, or a story to us this week.
Yeah, we wish we could share them all, but unfortunately we can't. But if you'd like to see more, go ahead and go down to the description below and click on any of those links. Or you can go search Walker Mowers at pretty much any social media platform.
Right, and while you're at it, keep those submissions coming. Head over to walkertalk.com or any of our social media pages to submit.
Yeah, we want to highlight more of these great stories and amazing things that are happening out there.
You know, the pride that people do and the good work they're doing, it's really contagious. It gets under your skin.
You know, and not just for us. We hear stories all the time of people who catch the lawn care bug and dive in head first.
Right. Even if it means making sacrifices in the short term for your long-term business goals. And that's demonstrated so well in our next conversation. So, you ready, Tom?
Yep, I'm ready.
Well, hey, Tom, we've got a really cool opportunity this week to talk to our friend Parker Yost.
Okay.
He's in Scottsbluff, Nebraska. He's a 19-year-old guy. He's a freshman in college. But the big thing is he's got a big mowing business.
He's a freshman in college and has a big mowing business.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And, of course, Walker's the backbone.
That's
so
awesome.
we want to hear a bit of his story.
Let's do.
We're going to pull Parker in and get his story.
All right, let's do it.
Hey, what's going on?
Parker, man, how are you doing?
Oh, not too bad. How about you guys?
Nice. Hey, are you in your truck right now? Are you working?
I am. Yep, I am. Just in between some lawns here, parked on the side of the road.
Good deal.
That's
Good
awesome.
timing.
That's awesome. How many lawns do you do in a day, Parker?
Well, I do about 10 a day, and I do 45 a week. So,
Wow.
yeah,
That's awesome.
That'll keep you
Yep.
busy. Cool.
keeps me busy for sure.
Yeah. Well, Parker, we've seen a little bit of your story just on social media and things, and I was just telling Tom a bit about how you're doing, you know, a freshman in college, but really managing 45 lawns a week. Tell us a little bit about how you built up your business, and just tell us a bit of your story.
Yeah, I started about 8th grade year. I remember my dad, he had a buddy that he's like, he needs someone, he's going out of town, he needs someone to mow his lawn for him, and we had a Honda push mower, and I'm like, yeah, I can do it. You know, a little 8th grader back then, going up to mow a lawn there. And next year I got a few more to do in the summer to keep me busy with the push mower. And then the following year had a John Deere riding tractor mower.
Yep.
And I just kept getting more and more lawns, and I'm like, shoot, I need something I can get these lawns done. And I can't remember what place it was down around you guys that my dad went and picked up it was a T23. It's not the same one I have now.
Right.
And picked it up and brought it back and just kept growing it. And then the last year I got a T25i with a 48-inch deck. So
Good.
keep building it every year. And like I said, I'm a freshman in college here at WNCC. So
yeah,
full-time college student in the winter, and then mow some lawns in the summer.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, so Parker, is this a family thing, or are you the only one that does all the work?
I mainly do most of it, but when I need help, sometimes my dad or my mom, they'll help me out. When it rains for here and I get backed up, you know, they'll come and help. My dad likes running the walker, so gotta let him run it. So
that's cool. Parker, how would you describe your drive to just build a business? What keeps you passionate about doing it?
You know, I just love helping people. You know, there's customers I've had since I was in, freshman year of high school that I still have now, and just talking with them. And, I like being outside, and I'm trying to get my ag science degree in college. So I like being outside, and I think this is just the perfect job because I like helping out people, and, the face-to-face contact and talking to them, you just can't get that pretty much anywhere else.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Parker, from what I'm seeing, you must have a good work ethic in order to be able to go to school and also do 45 lawns. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Do you come by it naturally? Where does that come from?
Well, yeah, I mean, I have a sister, and I think she had a 4.0 in high school, and I wasn't that good. I had a 3.9. So, the work ethic was definitely, she set the standard for me. And, just there's sometimes during early fall or whatever, when I'm in college, I have to, because I have my classes set up in the mornings, and mow in the afternoons, and then early spring, just try to get them done with college and everything else. There's some long nights, trying to get the homework done and on top of everything else.
Yeah.
And that's awesome.
Well, Parker, we just got to congratulate you on like doing good work and like having a good work ethic and just going for it. I mean, congratulations on all it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we have a couple other people who we think would really like to talk to you and congratulate you as well. So we're going to pull them on the call.
Okay.
Parker, probably no introductions needed here for you, but this is your mom and dad, Doug and Carrie. And, we've been just kind of chatting with them a little bit as we've gotten to know your story, and they just really wanted the opportunity to be able to hop in here and talk as well. So Doug and Carrie, we've just been talking about Parker's business and how he's grown it up and, just commending him on the hard work. Tell us from your perspective what it's been like to watch Parker grow his business.
Parker is a perfectionist. It has to be done just right. He does a great job. You don't have to worry about going to look and see what he's doing. We get phone calls all the time. Hey, can he do this? Can he do that? Can he do this? So he's doing something right. We're constantly sharpening blades, maintenance. I mean, everything's just to a T, and that's Parker. That's he's the same way. I think we're going to go the next level and probably get a few more machines and really blow this up. So
yeah,
that's exciting. That's really exciting.
Well, Doug, I hear that Parker partly owes you for getting him introduced to Walker. What's your connection with Walker? And tell us about the story of getting his first Walker.
Well, I'm in sales a lot. I work with water quality products and agriculture. So I fly around the whole United States since it's, before this COVID hit. And I'm in a lot of Washington, Oregon, Montana, Wyoming, and at nights, in sales, nothing to do. So I go out and drive around, and every place you go, you'd see Walker machines. And about 3 or 4 years ago, actually down in Fort Collins. So I stopped in there. I wanted to get some information, and they were closed down for inventory. And I tell you what, even when they were closed down, one of the gentlemen took me in, and we went and we seen how they, he showed me how they made the heads, all the jigs, everything's welded up, and the motors, I mean, just everything. We spent probably 3 hours going through that whole building. Then when I left, I said, here, give this to your kid. And it was a little miniature Walker mower, and I brought it home and had ever since it, yeah. But just a lot of people, you see them around there. I mean, it's common. And plus, when you go to a job, it's easy to say, hey, I run a Walker mower, and it does make a difference because you can track and see that pattern that machine makes.
Yep.
And we get a lot of...
And the cut that it makes. I mean, our grass, just even doing it, on our lawn has made a huge improvement. I mean, it's beautiful. And a lot of people, they like that. I mean, they look forward to that nice cut or whatever, so... Everybody can mow, but I mean, it's doing the little things and doing things that just set you apart. And the Walker mower is one of them.
Yeah.
And Doug, you saying that, and I'm going to refer to Carrie here, but I mentioned to Parker that he must have a really good work ethic to be able to do what he's doing, 45 lawns and still going to school. And so, Carrie, do you mind maybe commenting a little bit to that, or even maybe saying something to Parker about his work ethic? What do you think?
Oh, like his dad said, he's a hard worker, good kid, very particular, and we work good together. I mean, I enjoy the time that we spend, when I do go with him, it's just kind of sometimes him and I really enjoy the time just with him and I, and just kind of being able to work side by side. So
cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, Parker, back to you. Talk a little bit. Your dad talked about how the Walker kind of really maybe upped your business and the quality and all that kind of stuff. Talk from your perspective about like what you've heard from your clients, or even just what you've experienced as you've transitioned into the Walker mower.
Oh yeah, all the clients I have that I use it on, they really enjoy. Like my mom said, they look forward to me coming every week and cutting it because just the cut it leaves, and they, like I said, they look forward to me coming every week and having their lawn cut by the Walker.
Yeah, that's awesome. You know, Parker, we hear you're a pretty avid outdoorsman, and so as just a congratulations gift, and maybe, I don't know, a gift for your next semester at school, we're going to send you a package of some good outdoor stuff to kind of like, kind of stoke that hobby a little bit for you.
Well,
We
thank you.
appreciate you guys doing this. So yeah, that was really nice.
Thank you.
Well, thank you guys so much. Parker, thank you so much for what you do. Thank you for using the Walker mower and letting us be able to use your story to share with people. And it's been fun for us to talk to people who are great people doing great things. And you're a part of that story. So thank you so much for that.
All right.
Doug and Terry, thanks for your time today. Thanks for hopping on, and we appreciate it. It's great to hear good families working together and just doing positive things. So really appreciate y'all, and it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, nice meeting you too. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Well, take care, guys. Thanks for the call.
Thank you.
See you later.
Bye.
Thank you.
Nice work, Parker. And thanks so much to everyone who has submitted to this week's episode.
Yeah, keep it coming. So head over to walkertalk.com or any of our social media pages to share your stories.
Right. And thanks so much for all you do. Keep up the great work.
You know, Daniel, speaking of work, I probably should get back to...
Yeah, I know. Me too. All right. Well, until next time, take care and stay safe.
See ya.